Hi, everyone.
And welcome to our channel. My name is Caroline Marsh and welcome to Personal Success Planners PSP. And today I'm in the studio with my business partner, Chisha Kumisuku. And today we're talking about personal mastery, having to master your mind, how you think about money, so we can help you, the Black woman, become a wealthy Black woman. Chisha.
Yes, welcome everyone. And personal mastery, I like to say, is my favorite pillar because I believe it all begins in the mind. And I think my biggest battles with regards to money have always started in the mind. So what are our 4 pillars? Just to remind you, the first pillar is making more money. The second pillar is managing your money. The third pillar is protecting your money, which we talked about last time. And today we're looking at personal mastery. We're going to do a deep dive and look into what are the key things what are the blockers, what are the beliefs that get in your way of being able to bring through, consciously you can think of, this is where I will need to be with my money, but unconsciously there's something that's sabotaging you, isn't it, Caroline?
Absolutely, absolutely right. I mean, for most of us as Black women, we know our backgrounds, we know the environment in which we grow in, because all of us, the foundation of everyone's, whether they make it really big or they end up at mediocrity or a place of even poverty, is to do with how you are brought up and the understanding that you have around money and how you see your money. It's all about your viewpoint. So if your blueprint says money is bad, guess what? You will repel money. Even though you say, I want to become wealthy, for some church goers, you go to church, you're shouting, yeah, I'm rich, I'm rich, I'm rich. There's no richness, right? So it's
the bank balance is still at 0.
Absolutely. And it's asking what really is going on. There is a disconnect somewhere. And so it's important for us to actually go and find out what is the underlying challenge. What is the blocker? When you identify the success blocker, now you are more intentional to reprogram how you think about money, how you behave about money. And then, of course, now wealth creation becomes a possibility. All your hard work will pay off. Why? Because you're working from a place of certainty and knowing that I am designed to be wealthy, and therefore everything I do and think is all about becoming wealthy. Yeah.
So we're going to actually look at 2 beliefs that we believe get in the way of you realizing your dreams around making money. And Caroline, I like the way you talked about you're rushing to church and you say, I'm wealthy, I'm wealthy. Let's go to the church. What belief comes out, or are we misinterpreting? There's a verse in the Bible that says the love of money is the
it's the root of all evil. Yes.
Exactly. So the love of money is the root of all evil, and the key word there is the love of money. But what do? We turn it around and say money is the root of all evil. I'm sure it resonates with a lot of people who are listening to this channel. The love of money is the root of all evil. So unconsciously you can grow up believing that money is evil. Anything associated with money, you look and see the people who have made money in your community, they may not be, I don't know, they could be anything, but your own belief is that, oh no, they work too hard, they don't pay attention to their family. So you're beginning to believe that anything linked to money or working for money is evil. How does that then trip you up? Caroline, can you expand on that?
I think, I just love how you explained to say, yes, the love of money, and money is evil because money is neutral. Money literally is neutral, okay? So if you're a mean person, believe me, you can be mean with a lot of money, or you can be poor with and be very, very mean. So literally money is an enabler. We discussed it the last time, right? So as an enabler, it's now you begin to change that. Actually, if I believe that money is evil, then which means I don't want to be evil. And if I don't want to be evil, I will always take actions that are relating to not having money so I can stay not be evil. And as human beings, I mean, obviously as, African women more than anything else, or even just Black women more than anything else, when we are being brought up in the church circles, there was, I mean, there's things that people say as you're as poor as a church mouse, like the church, and that you can't be spiritual and be rich. You either have to, money is like the bad thing to have. Exactly. So a part of you wants, because I love God and I want to be connected to God. So a part of me wants to still stay committed to being a child that loves God. And a part of me wants the good things that money will require for me to access, right? So there's this disconnect constantly. And so it's for us to begin to identify, what is my belief around money? If right now you're operating from a place where you believe that money is evil and you catch yourself, you have to see, how am I responding at every given time? If you become aware of what the underlying blueprint is, then it will help you. Now, for example, I'll give my own example, right? So in my own world, I knew that, Christian people, you had to look a certain way, okay? You had to look, the humbleness meant being poor too. So, humble, being a child of God meant that it was all about just praying. That's it. It just pray, and your life is all just that dedication.
Disregard everything else, yeah.
Exactly. And at the same time, I was fed up of being poor, and I was fed up. I still wanted the luxuries of having nice shoes, clothes, having a good quality life, but also being blessed to be a blessing. I just didn't have the blessing reflecting. So it's now beginning to question, hang on a minute, if I truly believe this, what is the truth about being wealthy and being rich? And you know what, as a Christian person, as a child of God, I discovered that God is rich, that he owns everything. And it talks
about abundance.
Exactly. That he's made all the resources so I could be rich. Yeah. So where did that come from? In questioning that, and I begin to disassociate myself from that thinking and begin to rewrite my own blueprints and say, no, my God is rich. He wants me rich. When I have riches, then I have more authority. Then I can do more. The Bible talks about that a poor man is never heard. The man has so much wisdom. It's because he has no money. He has no influence. So it's changing the whole thing and beginning to embrace money and saying, actually, having more money is a good thing because I can do more. And I'm beginning to be okay with it internally and expressing it from inside to outside. Now, I got into the world of affirmation, of which the Bible talks about being able to renew your mind, okay, by speaking it and confessing it. So it was changing how I saw it exactly, and just thought, you know what, I would do it this way, right? I will write down exactly what I believe and what I think is the right way. And I think as a wealthy Black woman, you want to do that so that you can change your blueprint around money. And then over a period of time, you begin to accept being wealthy is good. Your subconscious mind accepts it's good to be wealthy. It says it's good for you to be rich. It's good for you. So you go out there in pursuing wealth. And when opportunities come, you don't now, sabotage.
You don't turn up. You don't show up.
You're in alignment.
Yeah,
you're
total
in alignment. Absolutely. So just go, you know what? More opportunities come my way. I mean, right now I see opportunities everywhere. Whether there's Brexit, or whether there is coronavirus, whatever is there, I'm seeing that, you know what, still for me, wealth will keep coming to me. Times notwithstanding, no matter what's going on. Why? Because I am okay with being rich. But if you're not okay with being rich, unfortunately, it happens there. So just ask yourself the questions. What did you believe when you were younger? What did you see happening when you were young? Isn't it?
Yeah. And if you think back to what did I hear when I was young? Obviously, you heard things in church, but what I remember growing up, my dad would always say, money doesn't grow on trees, or money, there's a member saying the tribe that I'm from, it says, which means money doesn't grow like the teeth come in a mouth, you know what I mean? So for a long time, for me, that is the key thing that was always the money doesn't grow on trees. And what that bred in me was a scarcity mentality. And even with my money, we looked at money personalities. I would always be, sticking to my money, holding on to it, and not, easily letting it go to be invested. Yeah. And I love that you say the world of affirmations. Affirmations run right through the Bible. And it's about talking good things. Money will help me become a better person. Well, not a better person, but I'll be able to do much more things with my money. I'm a good money manager. I look after my money. I'm a good steward of God's blessings. So you keep affirming those things. You can write them on a small card every morning when you look at them. And you might feel, no, but I don't feel it. I feel like I'm being fake. But the fact that you do it over and over again, the key thing with the subconscious is that it will begin to believe what it's being told every single day. Remember, what were you telling yourself before? Money doesn't grow on trees. Money is the root of all evil. That's the mantra it kept hearing every single day. So now you're changing. So it hasn't quite resonated with you. But remember, when you give a full tithe to the church or you buy a wonderful gift for your parents, that feeling of giving, of being bountiful, is what you must feel as you say the affirmations. So good to use affirmations to be able to change your beliefs. Yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely. You know, and I quite like how you just said it's literally being very intentional and being able to catch yourself and what was going on, because the subconscious mind, the Bible tells us, and everywhere you hear it, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. The heart is not the boom, 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 boom. No. And the heart's not the brain either. It's not the mind. No, the heart literally is the inside of you, the belief system, the blueprint. That is, every time you're thinking about taking an action, it's coming from that place. That's the part you want to change, and we're not in control of that, but that's still, it's constantly at work, and just it's always taking out commands from you. And that's what we're aiming to change in personal mastery, changing the inside of you, the real you that there is. And you know, if we go after the giants, then obviously we become giants, right? So
and like you say, we learn from you know, what we see, what we read. And you know, if you read inspirational books, Jim Rohn is one of my favorite authors. He really speaks into changing your life, changing your personal philosophy. What is your philosophy? And a lot of us don't seem to know what it is. So when you know that you are striving for more, you are an abundant child of God, you have all these gifts, and being able to see positivity, abundance everywhere, it will begin to become a reality, regardless of what's going on in your life. So today we're going to wrap up on personal mastery. But the key thing that we want to remind you about is we've written a free ebook. And if you want to explore more around what we've written on personal mastery, please do follow the link that is showing below. It's www.personalchallenge.com. and you'll be able to download it. It will take you, it will give you much, much more information. These brief videos are to remind you about what is important. What else do they need to know about our community, Caroline?
Well, we would like to invite you to be a part of our community. First of all, subscribe by clicking on the link below. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, be a part of our world. Share your views, share your pictures. Let's converse. Let's hear what you think about, you know, wealth creation as a Black woman, and let's see how we can impact our world. But most importantly, when you join our program, we have one program called the 14-Day Challenge. And in that program, we teach you how money works and how to make the money work for you. But most importantly, you're a part of our community. And every 2 weeks, we join in together and we, you know, spend some time sharing ideas, empowering one another, and talking about everything wealth creation. So be a part of it and click on and join the program.
Great. So that link again, www.personalsuccesschallenge.com. Bye, and we'll see you next time.